What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. What can I say? I'll get down to business first. Then we got to talk about the obvious. Listen, the Miami Dolphins lose Godchaux to the New England Patriots. They think they slick. You already know what time it is. Now, they do get a good run stopper, y'all. They get a very good run stopper in Davon Godchaux. If you're a Patriots fan, you did win on this one. You got a guy who can clog the middle and get penetration and get in that backfield and get things done. But you think you slick. You really think you slick. You want to snatch Davon Godchaux from up under the Dolphins so you can know everything you need to know about this defense that Flores is imploring, what they like to do, the different looks they like to show, all of the inside stuff. You think you slick, Bill Belichick. You ain't fooling nobody. But that's all good, because at the end of the day, you got to come on the field, you got to line it up, and it's mano y mano. You got to be able to beat us. You got to be able to beat us. But the Patriots definitely think they slick with this one, man. But it's all good. Listen, I got to be honest, though, y'all. Everybody out here making moves, but at the end of the day, Patriots out here just give me him, give me him, give me him, give me him. Patriots out here spending cash and have no regard for what they don't even care. They out here, I'll take him, I'll take him. Told y'all they had the money to do it. They had the money to do it. And I've been saying this for the last week now. The team you should really be worried about is the New England Patriots. They had a lot of holdouts last year, a lot of those guys coming back. Plus, they got money to sign these free agents. I mean, they're going to be the AFC East is going to be one of the toughest divisions next year if the Dolphins take care of business. And what sucks about it is we run a risk of just beating each other up like we've done in the past. We run the risk. Somebody said all of this to go 6-10. Listen, I'll put a bet out right now that the Patriots don't lose anything less than 7 games. They're going to be right there fighting for a wild card spot at the end of the season. Facts. We ain't got to like them to tell the truth. We do not have to like the New England Patriots to tell the truth. They will be a playoff contender this year. I can guarantee it. Now, if they don't, oh, yeah, I'm happy. I'm excited. You know, better for us. But I'm just saying, man. And what the Miami Dolphins doing? Hush mouth. Everybody say that they possibly going to get out here getting either re-signing or getting snatched up. Man, listen, y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all, to be honest with you, man. I mean, I know what to tell you. At the end of the day, I'm still waiting on Miami. What you doing? What you doing, Miami? Out there in the ocean flipping, but what you doing? You ain't getting no free agent acquisitions yet. Everybody out here maneuvering, making moves. We're not doing anything. But something about this makes me feel optimistic. Don't worry. Something's coming, all right? It's just a matter of what is that something? What is that something that's coming, man? The Miami Dolphins have been really quiet, all right? Yeah, I seen they signed Jonnu Smith. They done signed some of everybody. Y'all, man, do y'all not see what they out here doing? I mean, y'all don't see what they out here doing? They just signed a defensive back, Jalen Mims. 4 years, $24 million. They just got Matthew Judon on a 4-year, $32 million. Man, they're not playing, y'all. They are not playing. They out here making moves, man. They trying to get better. They trying to be better. So right now, all the rumors, excuse me, I said rules. All the rumors are, you know, Miami, they're really trying to get Juju. They're trying to get the lineman. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what we do, all right? Somebody said Somehow TD will blame this on Tua, laughing my A off. I don't blame nothing on Tua but what he put on the field. So let's see what he put on the field this year, competing against the Patriots, against Buffalo. The Jets have been quiet, but you know they're going to gear up. We'll see. We shall see, y'all. Hit that like button, guys. We got 212 people watching, and we only got 60 likes. Punch that like button. Appreciate it. Man, y'all can't be timing out Bills fans because you don't like their comment. A Bills fan said, as a Bills fan, I hope you get Juju. He's trash. Why you don't time that out, okay? You don't need to time that out. Hey, they have a right to say that. When I'm over on Dan's platform, I hope this happened because y'all trash. Josh Allen trash. So don't do that. Don't time people out because you disagree with their comment. It's only about disrespect and trolling. And that ain't trolling to me. Y'all know what I mean when I say trolling. Just constant, the same thing over and over. We getting Juju and Watson. I'm leaving it alone, all right? We shall see, all right? All right, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not getting into the whole Watson thing. Like I told y'all, time will tell. TD, Fans Talk, Davon Godchaux is nothing but a traitor to Finn's Nation. Now he a traitor. But you know what's telling about the Davon Godchaux deal? 2 years, $16 million. He got his money worth. That's where I kind of pegged him. I thought he'd be on a 3-year, $20 million deal, about 14 guaranteed or something like that, 12 guaranteed. But he got a 2-year deal, $16 million, with, if I'm not mistaken, it's like, 9 guaranteed or something? Yeah, $9 million fully guaranteed. So it's a 1-year deal with $1 million carryover just in case they don't like it. They can get from up under it next year. It's a 1-year deal with the team option. That's how I look at it. But again, Miami didn't want to match the $8 million a year. I think the Miami Dolphins had their range at about $7 million a year for Godchaux, just under. Somewhere close to that. May have even been closer to 6.5 on a 2-year. So he took his money and he took his talents to New England, and they think they slick. You know they wanted to grab him. That's inside information. We get it. But that's interesting. Miami's pinching pennies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to tell y'all this. They are pinching pennies. We got money, but one big free agent acquisition, and it's like, oh, we still got a little, but we ain't got much. So they're trying to be either strategic with what they're doing and or they're preparing for something big. I know everybody's saying Curtis Samuels and all of these guys, possibly. Time will tell. The scary part is a lot of people are starting to go, and I just hate for Miami to say, I got my eyes on these 2 players right here I want, then they end up getting priced out. They end up getting priced out. So we shall see. Somebody said, TD, we ain't signed no one yet. Now, hey, this is the tampering period. We're fillers. We're talking offers and stuff with teams. I mean, with players. We want to offer you this. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I'll get back with you. We want to offer you that. Okay, I like that. Well, let me get back with you. Because right now, here's what's happening. Players meet with their agent, and their agent says, this is your ceiling. Like, take Davon Godchaux, for instance. The agent probably said, here's your ceiling. A 2-year deal worth $14.5 million. That'll be a win for us. Patriots said we got 2 years, $16 million. All right, let's go sign. That's what's happening with all these people right now who are signing right away. The deal is either right there. Well, it's either above their expectation, right at their expectation, or just under, and they don't want to get passed over because the market, people start spending money and ain't got enough for them. So they hurry up and sign. But everybody else, like the Miami Dolphins, who's not overpaying, they're just saying, here's our offer, and it's fair. Everybody's like, Oh, okay, thanks for the offer. I'll get back to you. Washington on the field. Oh, okay, I like that offer. Let me get back to you. Who else? Oh, okay, let me get back to you. So now people are getting offers, and now they got a decision to make. They offering this with a little more guarantee, but 2 years, but they offering that with 3 years, and the total isn't as much guarantee, but it does stretch it out. They offer that now. These are your decision people. All your quick signers today and tomorrow, they trying to get paid. Other people, they weighing their options. A lot of other people got options, man. So we'll see what we get at the end of it. You can't get everything you want. I know we got our eyes set on a few people, but that don't mean you're going to get them. Now, what would be a loss for the Dolphins is if we walk out of this whole thing with nothing, with one player or two settles. I tell you, listen, whoever we get, I will tell you if we settled or not. But there will be a situation where we may consider settling because the 3 top people we wanted are gone. Now we got these options. Let's take that one. Let's say, hey, that ain't the best look for your team. I know you got all this draft capital, but man, it gets scary. Shout out to the homie Dwayne Farr with the donation. Said, what's up, TD? Your favorite Bills fan is back. LOL. Thanks for keeping it real. Always fun listening to you. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for showing love, especially a Bills fan coming through showing love. Salute to you, man. I hope y'all lose 16 games this year, though. I'm just saying. All right, Grant Hearns and Fredlin need to go. We ain't heard nothing. I'm waiting to hear something. We ain't heard nothing. That's part of the deal. It's like, man, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Time will tell, all right? TD, is that a good thing or not in not knowing we not doing nothing yet? Andres Negra, you won't know, I won't know because I'm not in the front office. Like literally, it could be a great thing, it could be a terrible thing, and it could be what it is. Let me give you an example of it being a terrible thing. Miami, we want you. Dang, he just gave us a cold shoulder and went to the Patriots. We want you. Oh, he just signed with San Francisco. All right, we're going to offer you this big deal. Oh, he just went there. But we won't know. We won't know who's turned us down. That's where it could be a bad thing. Where it could be a good thing is, no, we didn't want him anyway. And they're still sitting back. The offers that they made are still out there, and it could happen. We just waiting because they haven't signed with someone yet. Or it could be a phenomenal thing. Listen, man, we going all in for Deshaun Watson. Soon as we done with that, we got a few trades we're about to make, and we're going to get the rest of our assets in the draft, and let's go to war. Top defense, upgraded offense, especially at the quarterback position. Let's see what we can do. Let's ride. Who knows? We about to find out some stuff, though, all right? Have you heard anything on Albert Wilson or Preston Williams? Nothing at all. Trust me, I would have been live about it. We're waiting on stuff to come through. We're not hearing anything. Shout out to the homie Heat Fins with the donation. Said, what's the plan for free agency, y'all? Listen, I think it's clear. Put all your offers out there that's fair. See who you can get back in return. So far, nobody said, I'll come for that. Because at this point, every team has made their offers to free agents. Every free agent has been contacted and an offer has been made. And the reality is some guys are weighing their options. Any calls made at this very minute or later is because you already lost out on who you wanted. You already realize you're not getting who you wanted. Because all calls are made like right away, 12 noon. You got 5 people, hey, man, this is what we're trying to do, blah, 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 blah. He over there, hey, this is what we're trying to do, what you think? And okay, all right, well, this is our offer. Would you like to be a Dolphin? We really want you here. We think that you'll bring this, that, and this. Well, and the agent's like, you know what? I think that's a serious offer. Let me get back to you and talk to my client. And he just called his client. We got the Dolphins, they're talking this. We got the Patriots, they're talking that. We got, Kansas City talking this. And that's what's happening. All of them have been called. And any calls made at this point is because, he off the board now. He went to this team. He went to that team. Call him up. Let's see if we can get him on a deal for this amount. All right, hey, man, listen. And let me tell you, here's the frustrating part about it. Every agent knows the big board. There's 5 premier defensive linemen on the board. All 5 of them gone, and you're calling my client, who's number 6. Oh, you got to come up on that offer now. All the big boys gone. And now you out here scrambling to get this done and get that done. Hey, man, we're trying to give a 2-year, $15 million deal. Oh, man. And the agent lying through his teeth. Man, see, we're listening to offers right now, but we already got one on the table, 2 years, 17. And I'm going to be honest with you. My client has mentioned he'd love to be in Miami over this team. Is there any way we could work with that? They out here playing these GMs. Well, let me get back to you, see what we can offer. Don't make the deal yet. Let me talk to everyone and let us figure this out. They coming back. Well, we offer 14, but they got to offer us 17. Well, offer him 16 if he really want to be here. Hey, my client says 16. Man, wow, he might want to come. Let me call you back in 5 minutes. All right. Hey, I got you 2 more mil. Ain't your agent good? Ain't your agent good? You know what? He wants to be a Dolphin, or he wants to be this. And they already on the phone, like somebody just said in the comment section, no state tax. So we're coming up even if it's one of these teams that got state tax. You see what I mean? Or even better. So, yeah, man, it's tough. But that's why Chris Greer warned y'all a few days ago. Brian Flores, excuse me. He warned y'all a few days ago, with the money that we have, we've had so many meetings about this because they were, I'm telling you, there had to be a disagreement in the front office with what they should do because when Flores emphasized, we've had so many meetings about this, what we should do, who we should get. Constant meetings about it. That means some people feel different odds, I think we should go all in. I think we should just, 1 or 2 pieces, go in the draft, build again, make a step in it. See, here's the power struggle I think that we might be having in the front office. All right. Oh, somebody say I missed the $5 donation. I see it. TD, who's the top free agent receiver you want us targeting? I'll talk about that in just a second. All right. But here's what I think the power struggle would be in the front office. Some people say we got a top defense that you cannot maintain forever because some of these guys are going to be coming up on contracts. Go for it now. Go spend money. Do what you got to do. Upgrade, whatever. Let's go for it now. And then you got others in the front office. Let's methodically do this. Let's just get 2 nice free agents. Let's go in the draft. Let's make improvement of a team. Let's get in the playoffs, get some experience for our guys. And in 2022, we put the foot on the gas and we're making our run for a Super Bowl. And the other side is arguing, yeah, I'm all good for that. That sounds very good. But some of these guys you start signing 2 years ago will be up for new deals next year. They're going to be complaining about where's my new deal. Xavier Howard isn't going to have this much value going forward. He might even want a new deal. And on top of it, will his value even be this big? Contracts are starting to catch up with us. Why are we going to miss the same window that Patrick Mahomes and them took advantage of? They went for it all while we got our guy on a rookie deal. You want to keep stretching it out. So that's the power struggle. That's the unique position that the Miami Dolphins are in right now. We can legitimately have a plan that goes for it all now in which we could be successful doing that. And we can also have a plan where we keep on adding on and building. But now you're playing, Jenga, removing a piece, adding a piece. But what if the added piece isn't as good as the one you removed? Now you're playing this game where you're trying to build a perfect team, but the one thing you're not thinking about is time. Even the day that we finally got the perfect team, it's only built for 1 year because the way the contracts, we got all these first and second round picks and all these former first round picks and all of this stuff that's going to need big money in the future. Or we're going to have to rotate out for new players and you just hope that they're going to be as good or don't take time to develop. That's why some people believe in the notion you build methodically, but when you see the opportunity to go for it, you go. You go. And I'm here to tell y'all, over the last 3 years before we even got Flores, they started this process by purging. Insert Flores. Refresh the whole environment. Year 2, build. Year 3, prime position to go. But I'm not sitting here telling you I'm the advocate of go. I'm just saying this is the tough situation we're in. This is the decision situation. You got Ogba out here with big eyes and tweets. He gonna want his money. Xavier Howard, I'm still waiting on the breaking news that he wants to restructure or something. Jerome Baker, are you going to retain him or are you going to let him go? He going to need his money. It's a lot of people coming in the pipeline, y'all. Mike Gesicki, what are you going to do? His time is coming. We can't ignore this stuff. Are you going to re-up Eric Rowe and or Bobby McCain? What are you going to do? And somebody said chess. It is chess. But in the game of chess, you strategically move your pieces. But when you feel like you've read the board two moves ahead and you can just play offense, you got that queen on the move. And no matter what they do, you putting their queen at check and you just picking them off and still got their queen at check. Check. Move the queen. I just took that man and put you in check. Move the queen. I took that man, put you in check. Move the queen. That's what, hey, you got to roll. You got to move. You got to go attack. You got to go after it. Oh, yeah, I love chess. So you can't use that, oh, this is chess analogy with me. I got it. When you got that queen running and you taking pieces off the board and keep the queen running, ain't nothing they can do. Nothing they can do. And walk it like we talk it is so right. He said you only regret it if you don't go for it. See, what some of y'all have to realize, here's the risk we take. You know how we keep saying, oh, keep building it, build it the right way. Y'all messing that concept up in the game of football. We can keep building and keep building. But at some point, the new contracts are coming in and you're like, I can't re him up because he'll cost too much. I need to go younger. Now you're waiting on that guy to develop and get great. Hopefully he's slam dunk. He's great right away. No, man, you got to go. I'm leaning on you got to go for it. Shout out to Deshaun Wilson with the donation. Did you hear about Gruger Hill going to Houston? Yes, I did. See, after I do this stream, while I wait on the Dolphins to give us some news, I'm going to be on TD Sports Talk giving all the updates today about what happened in free agency so far. I'm going to be doing those quick hitter videos, letting the world know what's going on, what it means for those teams. For everybody who subscribed to TD Sports Talk, I appreciate you. We already got about 100 new subs since yesterday. We're going to build that. We're going to grow it. It's going to be news all around the league. So if you love football news all around the league, you need to go subscribe to TD Sports Talk. It's best, especially if you're a football head. Let me tell you, I know who the football heads are. Everybody who's in tune with what's going on in the game in the offseason. If you stay in tune during the offseason, because this is the part of the year that's so underrated, but this is where you win Super Bowls. Between March and July is where you actually win Super Bowls. Nobody talk about that. This is where you actually win Super Bowls. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Gruger Hill is gone. We get that. I'm still waiting to see what they're going to do with Landon Roberts. But again, we just brought in a good run stopper. We just brought in a really good run stopper. So we shall see. We shall see how this goes. Let me see. Next season, once the cap goes back up, we will spend big on whatever a need to secure a trip to the Super Bowl. Stacey Murphy, I mean, first of all, that's if the cap goes up greatly. You still don't know the impact of what's going to happen. Let's get that straight. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not going to bring politics into this. I'm going to say this and be done with it. But let me tell y'all something that y'all are not considering. We know that COVID has impacted the attendance in the stadiums. That hurt the football, that hurt the league. But the one thing that also was impacted with the game of football that nobody talks about is the whole saluting of the flag and taking the knee situation. They aren't able to see before COVID, the numbers actually dropped, and they said it could impact the actual revenue for the league. The numbers actually did drop, viewership and everything for TV deals. Now that COVID is here, it was continuing to drop. So as COVID not disappears, but everything gets back to normal, they still have to weigh out that as well. Don't forget that. There's a lot going on in this right now. You don't know what the cap is going to be. What y'all need to understand is to keep up with the cap, next year, it has to literally go up to about $220 million to be where it should have been. But some people expect it to be 230, as high as 230, as low as 190. If it's 190, it's even worse. So you still, it's a lot of stuff that still have to be weighed. You can't say next year when the cap go up. And remember this about the cap going up. It really don't matter with the Miami Dolphins because we got all these draft picks in like we got undrafted players who make it. Like, think about it. At some point, you're going to have to give Nick Needham some money. You see what I'm saying? It's so many people who are making $100,000 on this. I mean, $1 million or less on this team that is literally might be jumping to about $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 million. That's already on the roster. So cap can increase, but some of these guys you're gonna have to give money. That's the thing about when you're developing unrestricted, when you're developing undrafted players, when you got 4th, 5th, and 6th rounders balling out, and 7th rounders. I'm not saying there's consequences for it, but at some point, if you're great at developing talent, the only way it's sustainable is if you're focused on flipping it and continuing to develop. But sometimes it's a hit and miss. Y'all can't expect our coaching staff to just make everybody great. So like I said before, when you got a window like the one you're in right now, you got a decision to make. Keep building or go for it. And the Jags out here making moves too. The Jags out here making moves too. The two top teams with money, they out here making moves. Patriots getting players. They even got Jonnu Smith. The Titans are without a receiver now. Now what are they going to do about Corey Davis? I thought that's somebody Miami should look at. They might have to retain him or still lose him. So they're going to be looking for a receiver now or a tight end. Think about that too. What if they ain't about the money and they about the championship? Anthony Campos, I'm glad you said that because that gives me an opportunity right now to address all these people that bring up that point to me about, yeah, but they may not want the massive deal. My bad, y'all. They may not want the massive deal. What if they're about championships? For the life of me, ladies and gentlemen, name me a single player in the NFL right now, fresh off of a rookie deal, who don't want to go get paid, who's taking a pay cut to stay with their team, whose first opportunity to make life-changing money for their family. Name it. Now, if we talk about a 30-year-old who done already got big contracts, that's a different story. Or a 28-year-old who already got contracts, that's a different story. But that's not the Dolphins situation. We got the youngest of the young who ain't seen no real money yet. Ain't nobody in their right mind making $1 million a year, and after taxes is $600,000. Ain't nobody in their right mind, if they know a team out there give them $8 million a year, will say, I'm gonna stay with the Dolphins because I'm about championships and they'll give me 4. It ain't happening. It's not happening. It's not. We got to stop that mess. All these, where Tua's the type of guy that'll take a friendly deal. You think Miami, shout out to Michael Regalado, hopefully I got it right, Regalado, with the donation said, you think Miami may look into restructuring contracts like Byron Jones, Eric Flowers, and cutting players like Jesse Davis, Eric Rowe, Bobby McCain? That's a loaded question. Let's knock it down. First of all, I want to address the one earlier. Somebody said earlier, they were like, what receiver should we you think we'll get in free agency? Corey Davis is one that I love for us to look at. You got Juju. Also, I'm just, I've heard some stuff. Antonio Brown could be an option just as a gap stop, a player to fill in for now. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna get to answering your questions, Michael. And let me see if I got some non-questions so I can read these donations. Andres with the donation said, all of you want the best players and don't want to overpay. Make no sense. I prefer this. Oh, let me go back up. I prefer this over whatever the hell the Patriots are doing. Two different theories, but guess what? Time will tell. Time will tell. Oh, my wife in the comment section. What's up, baby? This is Tony. Oh, Lord. This is Tony and Peyton. Oh, hey, my son's actually on my wife's phone. Say this is Tony and Peyton. What's up? Y'all safe travels. Safe travels. Make sure you pray before you get on the plane. Make sure you pray before you get on the plane. Well, I'm going to call y'all after this stream anyway. Donation. I missed another one. Let me see. Did I miss another one? All right, I don't think I missed another one. So let me go ahead and read this. Answer this question, okay? All right, let me move this. All right, so you think Miami looks to restructuring Byron Jones? Let's start with Byron Jones. That's up to Byron Jones. If he says no, they can't cut him like Van Noy. They'd be screwed up the creek. That's up to Byron Jones. I don't see any incentive for him to do it. That's number one. Let's go again. Oh, man. Did the comment go away? Let me see. Please be there. Please still be there. Because I want to answer all of those. Here it is. Bam. Number two, Eric Flowers. That's up to Eric Flowers. His contract is guaranteed this year. There is no benefit of him doing that unless they want to restructure him, buy him out to get cap space and give him his money and then still let him go make more money. That's the only way. And we still be taking dead cap one way or another. So those are two players that it is solely up to them because the way the contract is structured, we take a loss if they say no. We can't just cut them or we're going to take a loss. Another one, cutting Jesse Davis. I think they're high on Jesse Davis. No. I'm thinking about Dieter. I think that they love Dieter. So Jesse Davis, possibly, depending on what their long-term plan is. Eric Rowe, who are you replacing him with? See, this is where that conversation comes from, y'all. If you do get rid of Eric Rowe and Bobby McCain, who are you replacing them with? Who are you replacing them with? Well, move Nick Needham to safety. He still got to get acclimated. You don't even know if you're going to get the top-level production out of him in the first year. Look at what Bobby was 2 years ago playing safety. Looked terrible. Last year, balling. Took a year. Eric Rowe, whoever you replace him with, it might take some time. In the draft, a new player, young. Minkah Fitzpatrick was getting toasted early in his career, but he started to come along, year 2, so forth. Brandon Jones has a little experience back there, but hasn't been the full-time guy. Was not grading out better than the other guy. So thank you for leaving that comment, by the way, because this is the overall point that I'm trying to make to y'all. What y'all talking about is moving a piece and plugging it in for something that may be just as good, may not be as good, may be better, but now you're gambling and saying, okay, we're going to move them out the way, and they're working, by the way, right now. Let's get that straight. Bobby McCain is playing good football back there. Eric Rowe's playing great football back there. You see what I'm saying? And you want to move all of that out the way and go ahead and bring a replacement for him, and you don't know how that's going to look. That's why when you see the window, sometimes you go. You go for it. You go for it. Somebody said we will have 100 mil next year. It's not true at all. That is not true at all. What you got to understand is whatever we sign in free agency in the draft alone is going to eat up about 40 million of that. And that's this year because those contracts will go forward. And I don't think the number is 100 million anyway, but I'll check. But then you're looking at 60 in that situation. What about the guys I just talked about? Jerome Baker, Nick Needham, what's his name? Our tight end, Gesicki, and a few other guys got to get their money. They got to get their money. You won't have that much. Y'all looking at the sport track and all that with what we will have, but these deals right now have to get done. Are they going to extend Emmanuel Ogbah? That's going to come off the 100 million. And then on top of it, say we don't extend none of these guys, blah, 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 blah. Now you just lost them all. Now you still got to replace them all. You still got to replace them now. And then you got to hope your replacement is better. Shout out to Michael Regalado again with the donation saying, what are some moves you can see the Dolphins doing to create more cap space? I'll talk about that in a second, but I do want to address a comment. Somebody in the comment section said only donations get shout outs. No, I saw your comment just now and I just said, hey, shout out to you, man. But the chat is moving so fast. We got 570 people in here right now. 522 on YouTube, 40 on Facebook, and the rest is Twitch. And it's moving fast, and I'm answering questions. So 80 comments get passed by, 100 comments get passed by before I get to reading again. And I read yours right before I read this donation. So when donations come, I make it an emphasis to let me answer or direct that question because that individual is investing in the channel, and that's only right. But people know I read comments from the comment section as well. So I don't want to make this seem like this monopoly of, oh, you don't get no money, I won't read your stuff. I read people's stuff all the time. It's just that most of the time I'm caught up reading the donations because it's only right. It's only right. And I think y'all could understand that. Michael, again, he said, what are some moves you can see the Dolphins doing to create more cap space? Easy. You beg Byron Jones and Flowers to restructure. That's one. Number two, you restructure Xavier Howard's contract to guarantee more money and spread it out with conditional years, which we know he'll never meet, but It'll give him a check right now with a signing bonus and clear some of that cap. What else can you do? You got guys like Rowe, Bobby McCain, and all those guys you can restructure. Another thing you can do, if you're sold on Gesicki, you can go ahead and this is more long term. You can extend his contract now for the long term, so you can spread it out and including this year. I mean, it's this small different ways after that. What else? Anything else come to mind that we can do to save some money? Anything else we can do to save some money? That's about it right now off the top of my head. Off the top of my head, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Somebody said trade X. Another one. But I already told y'all, man. Listen to me. Y'all can get mad at me all you want. Jacksonville signing Rudy Ford. If they trade X, man, they going to get Watson because they're using that extra capital. Jakeem Grant. I mean, we got ways to get a little bit of money, but what I would do is potentially trade Devontae Parker if we can find a friendly deal for it. EM said, I'm somewhat disappointed the Dolphins haven't been more aggressive. But I've been saying, I've been talking to a ball game all week about this, and we kind of came to the conclusion that we knew. What the heck? Did the Patriots just get Juju? Is that real? Did the Patriots just get Juju? Y'all bear with me. No, they didn't. Okay. All right, I'll just making sure. I had a little. Somebody was sending that to me that they did. Pat sign. Oh, I think they making a mistake. They're saying Juju, but it's actually Janu. I think they typed that wrong. The person who was sending that to me. So I think they thought that he got Juju, but they need to read it again. It's Jonu Smith. I was finna say, man, man, I was finna be like telling y'all, you gotta go get Watson. I was just about to say, you gotta go get Watson. You have to go. And I'm gonna be honest with you now, man. We can keep on with this methodical track. I'm all good for it, and I'm with it. And we're gonna see how it turns out. But I truly do feel like the Miami Dolphins have a window where they can do something special right now and go for it. But we'll see. We shall see. All right. Time will tell. All right. Anyway, but y'all got to let me know what y'all think, man. If you got any other questions, put it in the comment section right now. I want to answer as many questions as I can right now because it looked like the Miami Dolphins done went to sleep. They forgot about daylight savings time, so they were calling people at 1 where deals are already made. That might be a part of what happened. So put your question in the comment section. TD, which receivers do you think we will land? I just answered that. You still got guys like Juju, Corey Davis. You got some guys out there. Antonio Brown, different things, but I told y'all before, we may get one receiver in this free agency, but I don't think they're really disappointed in our receiving core like many of you are. I don't think they are. If they trade X, doesn't mean they're going after Watson. That means they're going through the draft to replace him or use his backup that we got last year. Watson will go to the NFC because the NFC can't. My bad, y'all. See if somebody sent me something. Is this free agency and when does it end? Free agency technically is Thursday, but this is the tampering period. You can go ahead and agree with people in principle, and you got your deal locked in, you know? And this is where everybody's going after it now. So technically, this is free agency. So we shall see. Let's see. Any question? Two of the worst part of offense, not wide receivers. No, I mean, I want to put our offense as a collective group. We had issues. I'm not putting it on one individual at all. TD, like the shirt, TD. Yeah, man, this is Family Faith Miami. It's starting to fade away. So my M and my A is starting to get a little faded, but it doesn't matter. I like it. So I wear short shirts out, man. He stay up to date. Yes, Jets just made the first move, TD. What was that? What was that? My bad, y'all. Who did they get? Jets. Somebody said Jets made the first move. Why is it their first move, their first signing? Who is it? My bad. Yep, there it is. First round pick. Agrees to 1 year, $7 million deal. Love TD Sports Talk, TD. Cool, man. I'm gonna be on there, man. I'm gonna be on TD Sports Talk, talking all things. I'm gonna be talking. My bad, y'all. Somebody giving me some information about the Dolphins, so I'm trying to ask clarifying questions. Basically, from my understanding, they already missed out on two people that they were really interested in. All right, anyway, I'll see if that happens. But that's all they done with all the money they have. Well, that's all they done with all the money that they have, but y'all got to remember, they may be still going after Watson, and not only if they going after Watson, there's still a lot of big names out there that are pondering what they want to do. We can't sit here and act like all the big names went. All of the best players haven't gone yet, y'all. You know, so time will tell, you know. TD, you worried about the Pats? Absolutely. I've been saying it for a week now. I knew this was what they were going to do. They finna bring back a healthy defense. All half of the 16 people on the team opted out due to COVID last year. And you think that they were just trash just to be trash? No. So we'll see. No, that's not what's happening. You'll see. I think they're gearing up to compete in the AFC East. And we're about to have it's about to be tough. It's about to be tough, man. You know, some of y'all trolling now. I'm about to ban some of y'all with these two signing 10-year deals or that ABAB. Chill out, man. You think they're gonna get Galladay? Right now, the pickings are slim. The pickings are slim. You got to try to secure one of these guys. Galladay has been somebody who's been rumored, highly rumored. We about to find out what happens. And right now, you might have teams like Jacksonville, the Jets, the Dolphins in a bidding war over somebody like him. And the price is just going up. It ain't like nobody called Galladay and he's like, man, is somebody going to call me? No, right now you ain't hearing nothing because he got multiple offers that he's trying to figure out. And his agents on the back end telling each other, well, they offering this. Well, they offering that. Oh, you want to offer that now? Hold on, let me get back to you. We got a counter. They offering this. And, you know, I mean, how long do we want to stay in the – how long? How long do we want to stay in the bidding war? So we shall see. We shall see. Time will tell, man. But the Dolphins are quiet. And let me tell you another thing about the Dolphins. Yeah, it's free agency right now, but they still got some players out there that they're looking to potentially trade for too. There's still players out there that they might be wanting to trade for. One of my sources basically told me 5 minutes ago, that's who I was texting, that they might be trying to make a trade for a running back. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if it happens. Nobody wants Galladay. I think Miami has something up their sleeve, TD. They're too quiet. Time will tell. Time will tell, man. Y'all hit that like button. We got 605 people watching. We're 613 now. Only 269 likes. We don't even have half the likes. Punch that like button so we can have a bigger party in here. The more likes, the more people know that we're live following this free agent frenzy. We following this free agent frenzy. I'm answering questions. I'm trying to have it. And, you know, I'm going to be on Sports Talk all night tonight and late tonight because I got to drive to the airport and pick up my wife and 2 older sons. So I'll probably be taking a break around 6 o'clock, getting up out of here, heading to go to the airport. But I'll probably be back around 8, but then I'm going to get everybody settled in. So later tonight, maybe around 10, I'll be recapping a lot of stuff on Sports Talk. And if the Dolphins do something, I'll be on Fins Talk again as well. But right now, I still got time. I want to hang out with y'all, talk about a lot of this free agent stuff. I want to answer your questions. But in the meantime, punch that like button. If you enjoy the free content, if you enjoy the free content, please help me out by hitting the like button. I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab some water, all right? Because I've already been talking for almost an hour, but I'm a little parched. I'm going to grab me some water. I'll be right back. Appreciate y'all patience. Put that back. I don't need that on anymore. All right, well, look like we had a donation that I missed. Let me see what we're talking about. Calm down, TD. We are going to be great. If the fans don't see it now, they never will. We saw it. We saw we were going to be great ever since the year 2000. What I got to calm down for? I ain't making a crazy assumption or nothing. But we also saw that we were going to be great for a long time. What's happened? All right, we got another donation. Let me see here. The way I see it, I'm certain the Pats will take Mac Jones at 15. Just another team that may help Waddle, Parsons, or Pitts fall to us at 18. Man, I don't know if Pitts gets that far. TD, I just joined. Is losing Godchaux a bad thing? It's not a bad thing, but at the same token, we would have loved to have retained them, but not at that price. But it is what it is. We also expected that. Wow. Joe Thuney gone? He gone to the Chiefs? He gone to the Chiefs, huh? Miami, where y'all at, man? Refresh. Dang, Joe Thuney is somebody I thought that they really would possibly look at. Man, Raekwon Davis will be sufficient. Yeah, but again, it still ain't the true middle that we've always wanted. We'll see. Thuney just signed with Kansas City. And did y'all hear about them already wanting to restructure Patrick Mahomes' deal? Did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about that? Yes or no? They need O-line help in Kansas City. TD, what app are you using for the alerts? Every app that I know. Bleacher Report actually bringing things through pretty quick. Twitter, NFL, 3 different NFL apps. I got everything on here. So when stuff pop up, it's a lot of repeat stuff because everybody doing it. But yeah, man, everything I can. Chiefs restructuring contract of Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones. Let me tell y'all why they doing that. Because Tom Brady's stunting on everybody today, man. That's why they restructuring. Tom Brady came out and stunting on everybody today. Stunting on everybody. He basically put out a little meme thing that said, we're getting everybody able to come back. We were getting the game back. We're able to afford everybody back. He's stunting on everybody. Saying, if you want to be a winner, get y'all life together out there. Get y'all life together, man. Out here taking all these other guys' money that deserve it. And like Deion Sanders say, there's some great quarterbacks, but ain't none of them worth all that money that much more than I was. And he right. And Deion said it clear. Ain't none of them worth that much more money than me. And that's the problem in this league now. All these fans coveting these quarterbacks, and then you get mad when they ain't got enough around them. Then it ain't the quarterback that's getting it done. It's everybody. Start talking like that. Stop praising and putting everything, oh, you got to get your quarterback. Give him whatever he wants. And then when they can't afford to put nothing around them, you see what – and that's why this is the dawn of the quarterback. This is the dawn of the quarterback. The quarterback revolution is right in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Russell Wilson. Listen, man, trade me pretty much. I'm tired of getting hit so much. Now they trying to do everything they can to fix the O-line, and they just scratching their head. Like, how we supposed to do it? We ain't got no cash. Come on, man. Patrick Mahomes just get a 10-year deal, and it didn't even kick in yet. Chiefs restructuring contracts of Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones. You restructuring already? It ain't even kick in yet. Dak Prescott got his cash. But Jerry Jones basically found a loophole that's going to screw him in the future, but it gives him relief now, and that's all he cares about. Fine. A 6-year deal that's really a 4-year deal just so he could spread it out more. And don't let him re-sign him in 4 years. Now what you going to do? Well, I know what you're going to do. You're going to give him a 10-year deal that's really 4 years just so you can spread it out even more. Jerry Jones started this crap when he gave that offensive lineman 8 years so that he wouldn't get killed by the salary cap long term. But you're still paying for it. You're still paying for it. The dawn of the quarterback is here, ladies and gentlemen. And guess who's up next? And I'm loving every bit of it. The Baltimore Ravens. I can't wait. And the Buffalo Bills. I can't wait. This is when you're supposed to be getting Josh Allen his money. And you hear stuff from Buffalo. Well, we might just wait a year. Because you know you can't. And if you do, you know it's going to set you back. Big time. Nobody talk about all the people that Buffalo done let go in the last 3 weeks. Nobody talk about it. There's a reason why. And it's just so interesting to me. The quarterback revolution is upon us. I've been preaching it for 3 years. Now I got to sit there and watch ESPN, FS1, and all of these sports commentators. Now they want to talk about it. Now they want to point it out. Now they want to give their transformative speech of, what does Russell Wilson want? He's taking that much of the salary cap. He shouldn't be complaining. Where was that 3 years ago when this whole thing started? And they've been proving the point they can't even get out of the first round with deals like that. Green Bay want to win a Super Bowl, but you already strapped with cash, and then you give Aaron Jones even more money, so you even more strapped. Your team didn't get better. It's the same team, but you had to pay more players money. The current players, you had more money. You didn't get better. You just retained the same team that's good enough to go to the NFC Championship, but nothing more. And y'all stop that mess, because this ain't got nothing to do with Watson. If we traded for Watson, it'll be friendly for us. $15 million cap hit this year. You could restructure his deal to where he don't even cost you more than $20 million a year. Because Houston has to eat a large portion of that guaranteed money. This is my first time on your YouTube. I got to follow you. You're speaking straight facts about QBs. And I've been speaking it for years, bro. And the reality is people like, and let me tell you what they say. I've talked to Ravens fans. I've talked to Bills fans. I've talked to Seattle fans. I said, yeah, but y'all about to pay your quarterback, and what you going to do when you can't afford nothing around them? We'll worry about that when it comes. It's here. Now they want to leave you. It's finally here. 2 years and 3 years later, for some of y'all, it's finally here. Now you got to pay them. Now you're saying, oh, they disloyal. Why would he want out? Oh, put something around the man. How? He ain't got the money. Well, cut this person. Who you going? Y'all, and another thing, let me say this. Name a year you've heard so many restructures happening. You ain't never in your career as an NFL fan, I'm saying career, you ain't never as an NFL fan heard this much restructuring happening in the NFL. This is like restructuring on steroids. Am I lying? Everybody talking about restructure. Well, restructure this, restructure that, restructure this, restructure that. When have you ever ever in your tenure as an NFL fan heard this much restructuring? Matter of fact, everybody should be an expert just because of this year alone about the restructuring rules. Some of y'all never even knew about the non-qualifying years and all of that crap. This is the first time you ever heard about the non-qualifying years, the voidable years. All the little deep down in the NFL textbook stuff coming out about restructuring. We never in our life ever heard about this much restructuring. And why is there restructuring? Because everybody out here giving a quarterback all this big money and they got to go through the team and be like, can we restructure you? Can we restructure you? Van Noy, can we get a restructure? No. You going to do us like that? Well, forget you then. Clip, cut you. That's what's happening. All over the league. Can you restructure? Can you restructure? You know, we want to bring this team back and try to make it better. Can you help us? You've never, ladies and gentlemen. And the sad thing about it is it's typically one position that's causing the problems, and that's the quarterback position. It's the quarterback position. It's always the quarterback position. Hey, TD, can we get your opinion on we've signed punter Michael Polarity? Yeah, I talked about that the other night. I like the deal. I think we're going to save a few $100,000 in the move. He didn't punt it all last year, but, you know, kickers, they have their legs usually stay up under them. And I think we get another 2 yards on average per punt. And this is a guy who showed a career of consistency. Matt Hack, I like Matt Hack, especially in that sweet zone where you're punting from the 50. I like how he pins you into that 10-yard line, but you also saw some inconsistency sometimes with Matt Hack. So, you know, it ain't a big deal. I like the move. You know, they wanted to shake things up, bring this guy in, save a few $100,000, you know, and the contract details haven't come out yet, but I'm going to tell you now, they're going to end up saving because Matt Hack was also a free agent technically. And he probably was worth another $500,000 on his little, $2 million contract or something like that. I forgot what it was. But with the new punter, we're probably at a max when the numbers come out at a max. Since he took a year off, we probably got a discount. We might be saving $700,000, $800,000 at a max. But you know what that is? That's paying one player on our roster salary. One of these guys making $600,000-$700,000 undrafted that we've developed. That's helping pay Nick Needham's salary. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's helping pay one of those guys that got talent. You know, Ahmed, anyone? You know, these guys. So you got to make those moves. And I like that. It put it like this. We didn't lose. Unless he go out there bumming it and looking like a bum putting the ball. But on paper, we might have even improved slightly. So win-win. Win-win, ladies and gentlemen. Win-win. All right. Patch just signed Galladay. I didn't see that. So, yeah, Tooney got $80 million, y'all. Tooney got $80 million. Johnson to the Browns. Rappaport. Gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Everybody out here making moves, man. We got another donation from the Triple S podcast. Shout out to the Triple S podcast. Go check them out, ladies and gentlemen. They said, hey, TD, considering the competitive free agent market and price of edge defenders, do you think we go through the draft over free agency for a pass rusher? Keep it up. Thank you for the encouragement. A lot of them are coming off the board. And everybody who's left, it may be a little costly. And let me tell you what I don't want Miami to do. I don't want them to settle at the pass rush position. Any position you get, don't settle at the pass rush position. Do not settle at the pass rush position. Matter of fact, I'll put it like this. Ogbah has come on so well. This might be an opportunity for the Miami Dolphins. Like, I want y'all to think about this. Invest in a really good pass rusher that is at least as good as Ogbah or better. I want y'all to look at our defense. We added a true run stopper in the trade with Houston. Baker coming on, getting better and better every year. Ogbah on one side. Van Ginkel, a true pass rusher added on to that. We already know what our secondary is doing. Defense even better. Matter of fact, I can tell you right now, our defense is better even right now. Just by adding the linebacker. Now, you add a true edge rusher. Oh, we are havoc wreaking. That's why I'm conflicted in my brain. Like, we're wreaking havoc on the league with our defense. You add a true pass rusher with this defense we already got. And I'm like, go get Watson and we Super Bowl contenders, y'all. Y'all don't get it. Like, oh, true pass rusher and a run-stopping linebacker already. The defense is literally, they could be number one in the league. And then you add Watson, and you use your draft capital, the middle rounds and stuff to go ahead and get some players that you can build on the offense. You're contenders already, so I don't want to hear all that other stuff. I'm just keeping it 1,000. Or we could keep building the defense, get some weapons on offense, and Tua takes us as far as he takes us. And that can be the Super Bowl, but we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. That's the issue. That's where we're at right now. We're in the middle of all that. Hey, y'all, we're not going to keep all the trolling like breaking news Tua sucks and stuff. We're going to try to keep away from that stuff. We ain't going to talk about our quarterback in Miami like that. We're not going to do that. Constructive criticism is one thing. If we just played a game and he looked bad and you saying he looked like trash, that's one thing. But just to straight up trying to clown him in that regards, let's stop that mess, man. Yannick Ngakoue, what Miami gonna do? I know for a fact that they really want a good pass rusher. Why else would they have been trying to get Clowney so bad? Why do you think they were trying to get Clowney so bad? Got to give Tua more than one season, though. No, I get it. If we're gonna go with him long term, you definitely got to give him more than one season. You know, I'm the type of person you got to give a quarterback 3 years, but in those 3 years you got to see progression. But this isn't about the time it's going to take for him to develop. This is about a guy on the market who you ain't got to give 3 years to see if he's going to be the guy. See, some of us got to make sure we stick with the facts here. This has nothing to do with the process of developing Tua, because at the end of the day, you got to give a young player 3 years. But remember the main factor of it all. Give him 3 years and then you decide if he's the guy. Why are you deciding in 3 years? Because you don't know. But you gotta think about it. You want your defense and your offense to build together with the young guy. But we're in a precarious situation where the defense is legitimately built, especially if we get a pass rusher. Defense is locked in. Now you bring in the future behind them to sit for a year. And now you got to wait 3 years with the top defense for him to reach where you want him. You do realize you might be closing a window that you had a top defense because you are not going to hit on all of their replacements, and you're not going to be able to afford them all. And that's what people got to realize. Well, you got to give them 3 years. I agree. But those 3 years can be very detrimental to a defense you've already built. Because guess what? 3 years from now, half of this defense won't even be here. Somebody talk to me. Somebody keep it 1,000 and make some sense. In 3 years, half of this defense will not be on this team. Xavier Howard ain't going to be here in 3 years, y'all. Bobby McCain ain't going to be here in 3 years. Eric Rowe ain't going to be here in 3 years. Byron Jones probably ain't going to be here in 3 years as soon as the guaranteed money is up. Unless he's still playing at a high level. Only guys you're going to have here in 3 years are some of them D linemen that we have just got. Ogba probably ain't going to be here in 3 years. Like, let's put this together. This is what nobody's talking about. Tua has finally arrived. Now we got to build a defense again. And hopefully we were lucky enough to where we kept finding the guy, the next man up to Van Ginkel it, just like Van Noy. But you're not going to hit on everything, y'all. And it's a process. Over the next 3 years, we're going to be like, man, this guy is struggling, man. We might need to keep this guy because he's struggling. Or we need to go in free agency and get a new guy and get rid of both of them. We're going to be dealing with that crap. Your window is now. So if y'all want to talk about we need to give 2 or 3 years, I'm in agreement with that. But please understand, our offense may not have the top defense anymore. Just saying. The conversations nobody want to talk about. 80% of this roster right now, 5 years from now, won't even be here. Nobody want to talk about it because we're set up that way. When you're the youngest team in the league and got all these players making $1 million right now, starters that are playing great. Van Ginkel about to be the guy, but look, how much is he making? Needham is going to be a part of the future potentially. How much is he making? You know how many people we got on our team that's contributing, that's making peanuts? And in a year or two, they're going to be like, it's my turn. I came from nothing to something. My turn. But I'm trust the process either way. Because guess what? Time will tell. But I want y'all to think about this. Say TD's right for the first time, because I'm wrong about everything to some of y'all. Say I'm right for the first time 3 years from now. Let's give you all scenarios. Tua's a bust. Because it's a possibility, right? Let's say 3 years from now, Tua's finally arrived. But our defense sucked and we were 8-8, 9-7, or a first round exit. Say Tua's great this year. We can go as high as the Super Bowl. I get all the options. But what baffles me is, what is the best scenario for the Miami Dolphins? And I got to be honest with y'all. This ain't me hating on anyone. Trading for Deshaun Watson is the best option. Top quarterback, top defense, a quarterback who will make the weapons we have even this very minute more productive right now. Tua could. Watson will. And we'll still have some assets and capital to still do some stuff. People with this lying narrative, like we won't have no money to do nothing else if Watson comes. Like we won't have any more draft picks if Watson comes. It's all a lie, ladies and gentlemen, because people don't want it to happen because they don't want to see Tua go. I don't care if we gave up number 3, number 18, next year's first, and the next year after that's first. We still got assets. We got 2 second rounders this year, third, fourth, fifth, and so forth. Next year we have second and so forth. And what is Brian Flores and his coaching staff specialty? Taking second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh round picks and making them something. You mean to tell me we couldn't go get Watson, spend a little bit more money in free agency because we'll still have money, and take all – we always got to have a first-round pick to fill holes? Is that what y'all saying? No. Because the sad truth of the matter is, if you look around the league, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, 70% of first-rounders don't work out. I've already done the research. 69 to be fair. 69% of first-rounders don't even work out. Not even on the original team that they started with. I saw a stat the other day. All quarterbacks that came in the league since like 2014 or something like that, it was like 20 or something of them. Only one of them still with their original team or something like that. 71%. I thought it was 69 what my research told me. Somebody said 71. Still the point of the matter. It ain't all about the first round picks. But I know what it'll cost you if Tua doesn't become great. It'll cost you everything. It'll be 4 more, 5, maybe even 6, 7, 8 more years added on to the 21-year drought since Dan Marino. Why is it so hard for people who literally went through deprivation of a quarterback for 21 years to have a new quarterback that they believe in and hope that he becomes great, but you see a guaranteed over there as well? Why is it so hard to stop the insanity? Why is it so hard to just say, all right, give me the guy who we know versus the guy that I believe he could, all these qualifying words. Why is it so hard? Like, why take the risk of going 25 years, from 21 years to 25 years of not finding your guy? Take the risk. Somebody said, TD, you supported 7 years of Tannehill. Where did it get me? I keep posing this question to you guys who keep saying that to me. Am I not allowed to learn my lesson? Because obviously some of you haven't. Am I not allowed to learn my lesson? You supported Tannehill for 7 years. Where did it get me? Not even in the playoffs. Come on, man. You're making my point. As the Dolphins out here in free agency, can't even secure. Oh my gosh, man. Ain't locking nobody down. Matthew Judon to the Patriots. Saw that. Nothing is guaranteed with Watson. He is a running quarterback and has his share of injuries. Okay, let's take away all the things that apply to all quarterbacks. The same thing applies with Tua. That, what you just said, applies to all quarterbacks. I am only talking about the factors that don't apply to all quarterbacks. He is a legitimate stud who can lead your team on the field and win you games and take you to the playoffs with this defense. So stop talking about the stuff that applies to all quarterbacks. Tua has not proven that he can win you games and take you into the playoffs with this defense. Watson has 2 torn ACLs and balled out after it. Tua got a hurt hip. Oh, well, I think it was his hip hurting him. Did you ever hear anybody saying Watson he don't look quite the same because of the ACL? You never heard that. But all I'm hearing is, Tua, he just came straight off the hip surgery, man. He's just got to get back to form. You ain't never had to hear that same thing about a guy who done blew 2 ACLs. Y'all keep making my point for me. Keep on making the point for me. Keep moving the goalposts. It's going to get ethered. because common sense is common sense. Come on, man. TD, Watson is the last puzzle piece, and we've had a complete team. Wow. We about to find out, man. The only thing that matters is if Chris Greer and Flores believe the same thing. Y'all punch that like button. Watson had a collapsed lung and 2 torn ACLs in both legs. Still out here putting up 4,000 yards with a bum team around him. Bum team around him. TD, relax. We're going to be fine. I know it. I know it, man. Anyway, Watson beat South Carolina with the torn ACL. What did he say? TD, the truth is coming out of you about Tua. I've been very consistent. I haven't wavered in any way. I didn't say anything negative about Tua just now either. I just told you Watson is better. He'd be a better option for us right now. And Tua could be great. I personally feel like he's a 3-year quarterback if he reaches that mount. In 2022 will be Tua's breakout year if he reaches that feat. Not this year. I don't believe that. I believe he'll show us better flashes, but still have these moments of, in 2022, he'll break out if he reaches that point. And once again, if he does, I've been very consistent on my thoughts of Tua. Very consistent. Chargers signed Corey Linsley. Tua breaking out this year. I hope so. He would. I mean, it shouldn't be any. That, you know what? That's what's going to make it worse. If he doesn't break out this year with more weapons, with more better O-line and an even better defense, that's what's going to be even worse. TD has been the same way about Tua before the draft. He has not changed up at all. And it looked like I've been right so far, but everybody bringing all the qualifying excuses. And we're going to go another year, and I want to hear what you got to say. And maybe I could be wrong. Y'all give me a second. My dad is calling. What's up? What's up? We're going to the Super Bowl. Which one? This one this year. Two are going to take us all the way. You'll be around. Don't worry about it. We're going to go to the Super Bowl together when we do. Huh? You ain't no COVID-19 going to mess with you. Huh? What about him? Oh yeah, he got accepted into it's like an Ivy League middle school. It's like one of the top middle schools. He just got accepted in. So I'm live right now. I'm gonna call you later. But yeah, we 2 days ago we got the acceptance letter. So the school is from 6th grade to 12th grade, and he just got accepted. So we actually gonna celebrate next weekend with them. Well, they flying in tonight. Tia and Celeste and everybody, they coming. Yeah, they fly in tonight. I got to go pick them up from the airport. All right. I'll call you later. Bye-bye. Whew. Man, y'all, I had to talk to my dad. And big ups to my junior. Tony Jr., my son, he got accepted to a really nice school. It's 6th grade through 12th grade. So fingers was crossed, but he did get accepted. That's going to be real huge for him. So we're excited about that. We're going to be celebrating next weekend with him, throwing a little surprise for him because of it. He put a lot of work in, even in elementary. So that's what's up. Congrats, TD. Congrats to him. They put in. My babies be putting in work. Even my daughter, she doing some crazy stuff. I was a C student and proud of it, by the way. I was proud of it. But my daughter, she got like a 5.4 or something GPA, and she's in the 10th grade. She's scoring high on her practice SATs. So the real ones next year, she excited about. She's starting to get her college offers and all that stuff. But I didn't listen, man. TD was a proud C student. Let me tell you how proud of a C student I was. I ain't know you can get over a 5.0. I had to do research and be like, baby, this ain't right. But it is. It is. It really is. Because she's taking a lot of college courses in high school now, and every single class she got is honors and AP and stuff. So, and she busting out A's, and she was mad that she got 1 B 2 semesters ago. She went crazy about it, but she'll be all right. Listen, I tell her every time, you get it from your mama because your daddy is a proud C student. Oh, do I move on to the next level? Balling. Oh, man. No, I'll just mess with y'all. I got a little better grades. Let me get to daughter number. I'm 16. Let me get to daughter number clown, man. Listen, man. Go focus on your life before you worry about getting somebody daughter number, man. Focus on you. Focus on being the best man you could be and prepare yourself when you want to find a young lady that you court, man. Don't be on the internet talk about, let me get your daughter number. That's some simp stuff, all right? Tighten up, baby. Tighten up. Hey, but let me get off of that, boy, before I check somebody, talking about my baby girl. Anyway, congratulations. The Dolphins are currently viewing Brown running back Kareem Hunt as an option, as Cleveland is currently shopping him. Wow, that's crazy. That one of my sources basically told me that, how long has it been now? It's like 45 minutes ago, an hour ago when I was streaming. I told y'all that we going after a running back right now. TD about to backslap someone. No, ain't no need for violence. TD, we should get Will Fuller. It's crazy. We talk about who we should get that we never mentioned before. Y'all noticing that? We need to get this, that, and this. Now all of a sudden, 5 hours into the free agency tampering period, now I'm hearing a whole new slew of names. What happened to the original ones? Gone. I told y'all this a few days ago. Miami got money, but it ain't that kind of money where they're gonna win any battle from a negotiation standpoint or a bidding war. We don't have that kind of money. We don't. So we'll see. Maybe they can still get Kenny Galladay. Maybe they do get Kareem Hunt. I don't know. We shall see. Time will tell, but we all sitting here waiting, and things just aren't happening. Things aren't happening, man. Shout out to the homie Caden on IG who DM'd me. Just wanted to give you a special shout out. Say, hey, man, I just want to say thank you for all that you do. You inspired me to do so much. I'm currently trying to join the Army, and thanks for keeping up to date on our fins. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, and go after it, man. Join the Army, and I appreciate you wanting to be a part of our service because we enjoy these freedoms, man. So go after your dreams and get it done, homie. Shout out to Caden who DM'd me on IG. All right. 49ers land outside linebacker Samson Ibukum, ex-Ram outside linebacker. People still out here making deals and nothing getting done. Man, oh man. Hey, again, y'all, I want y'all to show some love real quick. If you like all the news around the NFL, go to my other channel. It is on TDPHINSTALK homepage now, since one of the subscribers yesterday blessed me with something that I didn't even know. I attach my other channels on the front page of this channel. So you can just go to the front page of this channel and you'll see TD Sports Talk and you'll see our family channel. We basically had to get some things straight and cleared on that to allow our kids to basically be in constant stream. So we're waiting on the approval with YouTube too. But go ahead and subscribe to TD Sports Talk, because all these things is breaking right now. I'm doing videos on all those on that platform. So I'm letting them all stack up, and I'm going to go get my take on every single one of them this evening. I'm just sitting here hanging out with y'all right now, 650 people. We in free agency period. A lot of stuff going on around the league. I mean, everybody making moves. The Miami Dolphins have been hush mouth. They ain't been doing nothing. People say we backdoor trying to get a running back, this and that. We'll see. Time will tell. We'll see if a deal gets done. But you know what? I got to tell y'all this. I love that we're more so trying to be in the trading realm than so much of we're trying to trade player. Like, if they are able to trade with the Browns, like what would they send for him? What would y'all send them for Hunt? What would you send the Browns for Kareem Hunt? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What would you send for the running back Kareem Hunt? 25 years old, don't forget that. Fresh off of, see, that's another thing. What is his contract? Because that means he might be up for a contract. Let me see if they gave it to him already or not. Let me see what the breakdown is. Let's see. So Kareem Hunt is under contract into 2022. All right. I see what they did. So they signed a 2-year, $12 million deal. So he's on a fresh contract. They just gave it to him. And they want to trade it away? He didn't even play on it yet. Ooh, I like the contract, though. 2-year, $12 million for Kareem Hunt. And literally this year alone, he only carries a dead cap of 1.5, so he'd be a 1 year back, and you would have to restructure a new deal after that. Or, ooh, I like that. So what should Miami give up for Kareem Hunt? If they really disgruntled with him, I shoot him a 5th round pick. If they cool with him, but and Miami want a deal, I'd consider sending them a 4th rounder. 4th round. I think the price is going to be around a 4th, depending on how bad they want them. But let me say this. If they're disgruntled, y'all might be shocked if Miami get it for a 5th or a 6th. Now, I don't know what's going on inside the camp. Maybe they're like, we want to restructure deal. Then we might get it for a 6th. Some of y'all say 3rd rounder. If we get Hunt, I ain't taking real bets, but we'll take bets on it. I'm going to go out on a limb to say, bringing in Kareem Hunt, we sent them a 4th round pick. I'm being generous to the Browns. I really want to say 5th. But I'm going to say a 4th round pick. 4th round pick. I want to say 5th, but because this is a situation where they will probably want to actually get him really, really bad, because Aaron Jones is off the board that they really were trying to get him, and they want to make sure the deal happens. It might be a 4th, or they'll do something like a 5th and a conditional 7th or something like that. I don't know. So we'll see. All right, I appreciate Elliot Farr with the donation. Said Chargers just signed Lindsey just now, so getting to top center in free agency is not so likely now. I'm going to be honest with y'all. We'll see if they get a center in free agency, but I never really thought that they would go free agency for the center, but more so in a trade. Remember, we ain't got the money to be outbidding people. We ain't got the money to be outbidding people. So we'll see. Come on, Dolphins. I don't know. They ain't doing nothing, y'all. We quiet on our front. We talk about everybody else's business. We ain't got our own business to mind right now. We ain't even got our own business to mind. Should we be scared, TD? Not at all. Not at all. Let's play it. Let's let it play out and see what happens. Let's see here. All right, we got another donation. They said, would you rather take Chase, Smith, or Pitts at 3? If we got a draft at 3, again, I don't care what nobody say. I like Pitts. I'm done with it. I want Pitts. I want Pitts. If we like, I ain't drafting none of them at 3. I'm trading out of it and still drafting one of them. But if we had to draft at 3, I'm over it now. Pitts, because listen, I can have a high-flying wide receiver that I hope works out in the NFL, or I can have a high-flying tight end that I hope work out in the NFL that can also block. That's how I look at it. Bigger body frame to box players out. He's going to be the ultimate mismatch with linebackers in the NFL. Like the receiver, they run up against a good corner any day. Like, think about it. They run up with a guy like Byron Jones or Xavier Howard type. We got corners in this league that can give them the business. But I'm here to tell you right now, that tight end, trust me, the best of the best tight ends in this league, is hard to contain them. It's hard to contain them. Houston lands their defensive tackle and Malik Collins. 1-year deal, $6 million. And that's coming from the Cowboys. So they still losing people. They need to make some moves. They ain't been doing nothing. Cowboys been quiet. TD, you'll have a 2 tight end set and love every bit of it. Think about it. You got to put your best linebacker on Pitts. And now Gesicki is just eating on everybody else. Gesicki out here catching over your second best outside linebacker. Man, come on, man. That's how you set Tua up for success. That's how you set Tua up for success. I am here to tell y'all right now, Tua will be more beneficial with Pitts than any one of them receivers based off a schematic set for the Miami Dolphins. Double tight end set, you can run the ball either way. And the defense don't know what's coming because you got 2 dogs at tight end that ball height, they go out in routes, you screw, play action. They can kill you. That's how you take care of Tua. The blitz coming, you can still put it up and they can jump over most of them linebackers and make the play. That's how you take care of Tua. I would take that any day over keep on trying to throw go routes and hope that it connects if the coverage slips. No, man. You want Tua to take that leap? You go get Pitts. Because it also helps your O-line in blocking schemes. It also helps your O-line. And there might be times that Pitts flex out on the outside. Something he can. Pitts can go on the outside at times where necessary. So that's how I feel about that, man. I know a lot of people want to take the wide receiver, but the biggest bang for your buck is what I'm talking about here. Not just the sexy pick. The biggest bang for your block. Forget catching the ball and route running. Either one of them. He can also block. He can also block. And I ain't got the most popular takes, man. It is what it is. Y'all ain't got to agree with me, but I'm giving you my take. That's how I feel about it. It may not be a popular one, but that's just how I feel. All right. Tua going to have 4,100 yards. What did he say? 31 touchdowns and 8 interceptions with Pitts. Man, Tua can have about 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns, and I will put him around 10 interceptions with Pitts. Just adding him on. Remember, guys, if Tua takes that next step, he's going to make more mistakes, but that's fine. He's going to throw a few more picks, y'all. Y'all get out of this notion that he don't turn the ball over. He didn't turn the ball over because he also didn't throw the ball much. And not only did he not throw the ball much, he also made sure he checked down a lot. So if he's going to take that next step, the only way you can do that is actually taking more attempts down the field or 15 to 25-yard passes. And the more of those he do, the more mistakes that'll be made, not as a bad thing, but as a learning experience. So he's going to throw more picks. Don't think you're going to get a Tua that throws 7 interceptions this year. And if he does, he dinked and dunked again. I'm going to tell you that now. And I don't have a problem with the 12 interception Tua. I'm just being honest with you. I don't have a problem with him throwing 0.8 interceptions a game. Almost 1. As long as he's also moving the ball down the field and we ain't punting every possession. Give us a 0.8 turnover a game. Of course, we don't want it, but okay, it happens to the best of them. It happens to the best of them. It's never been a big deal with interceptions to me. I just hate when he holds the ball and don't take that opportunity. Like Fitz was taking, throwing into those windows. But later in the season, Tua started to a few times, and it was paying off. But he got to be consistent because that's where he threw a lot of his picks too. So we'll see. Y'all hit that like button. We got 640 people watching, only 460 likes. We got to get 500 likes. We can do it. Y'all punch that like button, all right? TD, Miami draft, Pitts, and Etienne. Well, let me say this. Depending on what they do in free agency or a trade with this running back situation, that's what we got to figure out. But we're really quiet right now, though. We are really quiet. Bro, Gesicki might be mad about Pitts. Nah. Matter of fact, we bring in Pitts. Gesicki's value goes down a little. Like, if you bring in Pitts, you bring Gesicki in the office right after that and say, we want to restructure your deal and do it on a discount. And if we can get them to agree with it, bam, we got our Gronk and Hernandez minus the issues, if I can say that. More athletic version, by the way. Much more athletic version. So he shouldn't be mad because we'll be offering an early deal to him. And if he does get mad and he don't want to accept the deal, trade him. We got Pitts now. We upgraded and got an asset for him. Gesicki holds value, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that straight now. He holds value. A lot of teams would love Gesicki's services. Honestly, come to think of it, since Gesicki's contract is going to be coming up soon, that's something they may want to consider anyway, picking up a Pitts and going ahead and trading Gesicki for an asset this year or next. If you can agree on a better deal with them now. So you got 2 tight ends that can't block. Stop lying. Stop lying. Pitts can block. Pitts can block. It was one of the main areas that he actually improved in. TD, Dolphins going to focus on the draft. You think so? Yeah, I know the Chargers got Corey Lindsey. He's gone. It's funny how everybody all wanted or thought we were going to get, they just keep fading away. But don't worry, Miami going to come through with the deal. Steelers re-signed cornerback Sutton, so he's no longer on the market. Sutton is gone on a 2-year deal worth $9 million. Steelers keep their guy. I agree, Samuel. Gesicki is a team guy. He's not going to get mad. No, Pitts can't, bro. I watch college football. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Let me ask you a question. If you don't believe he can block, is he a better blocker than Gesicki? Drops Mike. If you don't believe he can block, the only thing that matters to me is he a better blocker than Gesicki. That's all we got to talk about. Only thing that matters. Only thing that matters. I feel like Flores is copying the BB philosophy and waiting for the market to settle. Bill Belichick, well, that ain't no. It don't look like that's the Bill Belichick philosophy no more. Oh man, TD, where can I get that shirt? I have no idea. My wife wore the shirts all the time and be like, "Hey, if I like this one, I got for you." So I just wear them, and I like this one. Faith Family, Miami football. TD, Gesicki is a better blocker than Pitts is today, in my opinion. Okay. All right. We all got opinions. We get a wide receiver in free agency. I'm all for Pitts, then Gesicki. Bill Belichick get his stimulus check. Got his stimulus check. Hey, Belichick blowing their stimulus check like crab legs right now, man. Oh, man, your opinion is wrong. It's an opinion, man. Look how you sound. Gesicki needs to put some weight on. I mean, remember Gesicki came in this league, and that was the main thing. He was trash at blocking. Now, I'm not saying he hadn't gotten better. But remember Pitts coming into the NFL right now and Gesicki coming into the NFL night and day when it comes to blocking. Plus, better route runner than Gesicki. Now, that ain't even up for debate. Route running, Gesicki don't run routes. He get to a spot. That ain't even up for debate. Opinions can be wrong. That's not true. Okay? Opinions cannot be wrong. If an opinion is wrong, then it was never an opinion. It was just false information. So qualifier number 1, stop calling it an opinion. Just say it's false information. And when you're talking about a game and watching how one person does something versus the other, it's all subjective. That's why it won't be wrong information. I think this player is better than that player. He comes out of his breaks better. No, we don't. Look, that's crisper than that. No, that's crisper than that. That's crisper than that. No, that's crisper than that. No, man, look, he's running it better. It's all subjective. That's opinion. It is what it is, man. But we ain't got much news coming out right now. Did someone say opinion wrong? That's your right administration. I don't know what that is. I swear some of these guys take the fun out of this. Waiting now. I'm waiting too, man. Can we at least get something? Miami Dolphins, can we get something? We sitting here like on the clock just like, man, come on, give us something. Are you going to do anything? Listen, we just hush-mouthed in Miami. I'm a little concerned, though. I ain't going to lie. There's a part of me that's a little concerned about this now. We just so quiet on our front, nothing happening. The most that we've heard is, we might be trading with the Browns. Y'all know we only got one signing in free agency, right? We did sign one person today. Y'all do know that, right? The Miami Dolphins have only signed one person today in free agency. Better be scared of the Pats. Yeah, you're right. The only person that we signed was the punter. We made it official today. Woo! We out there getting big legs. We getting a punter. We got a punter, y'all. Yeah. Oh, man. Your opinion is wrong. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I know, man. We got us a punter, y'all. We going to the Super Bowl now, baby. Free agent acquisitions. We got us a punter. Man, this is like so not depressing, but you know what? You know one thing that we need to consider, though? Maybe this silence is worth it. What if they're on the phone with one team right now getting a blockbuster done? That's all they've been focusing on. We trying to go get this blockbuster. And let me tell you another thing. Sometimes when you're working on a blockbuster, you can't cut Jakeem Grant. You can't cut, David. You can't cut all these people that you want gone because you might need to include them in the blockbuster. You can't, all these, that's probably why they ain't releasing the people that they may want to release. And they ain't signing the people they want to sign because maybe they're working on something really big. And you want to know, you want all your assets on the table to see what you can use for it. That's a potential too. Get off the Watson train, bro. LOL, it's not happening. How you know I wouldn't talk about Russell Wilson? Ooh. Boy, I know some of y'all be getting heated with TD, boy. Y'all be getting mad. I appreciate y'all getting over 500 likes, man. Hopefully this video can turn out over 1,000 likes when it's all said and done. What cuts for Miami make more sense? Post June 1st cuts, TD. It's not over. It's not over cutting. Yes, I know that as well. But part of the problem with post June 1st cuts, some of these guys you want to see if you could flip as part of a trade right now. So it's hard to say what'll be like y'all might be shocked that some of the recent moves could still be a post June 1st. You never know. Not likely, but I would say this. I'll just put it like this. It's more likely to happen in the running back in the wide receiver room. Cuts like that. Because you still got guys like Patrick Laird, different guys they got to make decisions on. Hearns. What's your boy name? He gonna test the market. Isaiah Ford, he's probably gonna test the market now. Grant, Wilson, all of these guys could be post cuts. I don't know. Luis with the donation said Greer somewhere low key plotting another robbery. TD. Oh, I know. We just waiting to see what happened. Let's trade Tua for Tannehill. Nah, we straight. That day is come and gone, y'all. Pat's closing in on a deal for Kendrick Bourne. Somebody said, you're a delusion, though, bro. That's real. 100. I already know what's on your mind. You in love with Watson. Don't cry, TD, when we stick, with our future Hall of Fame quarterback Tua. First of all, I'm not in love with Watson. I can care less about Watson until he becomes a Miami Dolphin because I've never cared much about Watson. I just respect and know who he is as a player. So if we get him, all of that changes for me. So I can care less about Watson. As far as Tua being a future Hall of Famer, I just hope you're right. There's no reason for me to be sad or cry, because if you're right, oh my gosh, it is party time like no other. And then when y'all come back and be like, no, TD, you ain't allowed to celebrate. Y'all gonna be the ones crying, because you're gonna see me happy and life gonna be moving on. And something about some of y'all deep down inside are gonna be hurt that I don't feel hurt. Sad, man. I like him even worse when he beat my Tide. Hearns can go, in my opinion. We don't somebody else coming in and dropping T passes. Tua, I think you meant passes next year. Tua looking like a linebacker. I hope it doesn't slow him down. Tua is not good. I am an Alabama fan. Jalen Hurts is better. Time will tell. That's is sad, TD. I know it is. TD, you celebrate and we will be right there with you. I know it exactly. That's all it is. Tua becomes a great. We're gonna be cheering over here. We're gonna be going crazy. Yeah! Yeah! I'm glad we didn't get Watson. I didn't know we was gonna be this good. Yes! I'm gonna be so excited. It's gonna be a party over here every chance we get. I'm gonna be repping Tua like no other. It ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Some of y'all really gonna be hurt in your feelings. He's supposed to be mad. Man, we didn't prove him wrong enough. Some of y'all crazy, man. TD, Parker, and Tua next combo. I hope so. I hope so. Patch looking good after day one. LOL. Listen, the AFC East is getting serious. Nobody's even talking about the Jets and what their plan might be. And, you know, sometimes you also have to recognize this. Even the Miami Dolphins, we could be carrying money over. We could be carrying money over for next year, maybe. We could be carrying money over for next year. That's a possibility too. Like, you know, let's just bypass. Let's go get that person and that person, but save, you know, let's keep 25 million, get our draft picks and still have another 10. And if we don't need to use it during the season, let's send it over to the next year and have even more money. Every year you're going to have a plethora of guys out here, y'all. Maybe they're not focused. Maybe they also want to know, if they do stick with Tua, what they have in him. Before we keep loading this team up, let's make sure this is our guy, because we can load up all we want, but when you load up, the clock starts ticking. The clock starts ticking as soon as you load everything up, and you got to have your franchise quarterback in place ready to win a Super Bowl. And if they still don't have that answer, they might be like, you know, we don't have to be big players right now. Let's find out what Tua can do in year 2 on that big jump. Year 2 jump that Flores talking about. And if he makes that jump, you go all out next offseason and you put your Super Bowl team together. If he don't make that jump, you just realize, thank God we didn't go all in last year and get this player and that player, because they just wasted a whole year. The clock starts ticking. The clock starts ticking. Because deep down inside, if y'all want to be honest, who really feels like the Miami Dolphins can make enough moves this offseason to be Super Bowl contenders? Yeah, we want to be, but if deep down inside you still feel like there's some growth that this team is going to have to go through, like it's a team that can go to the playoffs finally, but Super Bowl contenders, I don't know what moves you can make to make you feel that way automatically. I think the Patriots might have just secured Kendrick Bourne, the wide receiver, man. They are loading up for real, for real. They are loading up for real, for real. I got to be 1,000 with y'all. The Patriots are loading up. And I got to be honest with y'all. The assets that they're bringing in, me envisioning what they're doing as a collective group, with the great coach and a whole bunch of holdouts coming back, the Patriots are going to be a problem in the AFC East this year. Wow. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to ride out with Cam Newton, and this might be his comeback season. I'm telling y'all, Cam Newton might win Comeback Player of the Year this year, and they're also going to draft a quarterback in the draft to sit behind him, and they're going to ride Cam Newton out as long as they can until they feel their future quarterback is either ready and or found. You know what's funny about it? Everybody is basically sleeping on Cam Newton. Oh, he's washed up. He's this and that. He's all of those things until he sticks it to you this year. It's funny how those things work. The same thing everybody was saying about Ryan Fitzpatrick before we got him. And he played some of the best football in his career here in Miami. In some games, half of us begging for him to play. So we're not going to sit here and act like Cam can't win games. Hey, Vic, he can be a has-been, but can he win games? Yes, he can. Did he beat us early last year? Matter of fact, they were on a winning streak until he caught COVID. Then he struggled after COVID. EM in the building. Yeah, we know you were. You were high on Fitz early on. Nah, but I agree with you, though. He could have one of his best years of his career under this new regime. I said that, too. But you were beating the table for it. You're 1,000% correct in that regards. I don't know, man. I don't think that's EM, man. He been right on too much stuff lately. Something going on. Something ain't right, man. Who done stole a homie account, man? Logging in under this man. EM missing, y'all, man. We need to find EM. Where's the real EM? Cam can't throw further than 5 yards. Call it what you want. He can win games. There's a lot of teams being quiet, not just us. I agree, but that's even more worrisome because that means there's still other teams in the bidding process for guys that we still want. There's a lot of teams that are being quiet. I ain't hearing much from the Cowboys. They actually losing people. Tennessee, I'm not hearing much. They done lost Jonnu and another guy. I mean, a lot of teams, but at the same token, there's still a lot of players out there, and some of these teams going to snatch them up. I'm curious what y'all think that's going on right now because this is the hottest period. Love your show, bro. Keep it going. Appreciate you, Dion. Raiders are quiet. TD, don't you think that's not in Miami being so quiet? There's got to be something that's there that they're about to do. Let me say this. It's not about what they're about to do. It's about what they're trying to do. See, there's no guarantee. They're trying to do a lot of stuff. I know it. But that don't mean it's going to get done. As soon as it gets done, we're going to hoopla and hooray about it. But I'm sure they're trying to do several things, but that don't mean it gets done. EM saying at TD, where do you see X in our plans now? Before I answer that, did something happen that changes the narrative of how I always felt about him that I need to consider to reevaluate his plans? Let me know in the comment section, bro, because I want to make sure I answer your question the right way, because outside of that, it's always the same. You know, what's in the plans for X? Remember, I still haven't even heard nothing about his contract situation. I haven't even heard anything about the contract situation. You'd be surprised if he's one of the individuals being talked about traded right now. It's a lot of things happening backdoor right now, teams talking. Is it time to move on from Greer, TD? Bro, are you serious, FinFan7? What did Greer do wrong? Did something happen that I didn't know about? Did something happen that I don't know about? What's wrong with Greer? Why is it time to move on from Greer? You know, a lot of y'all blame Greer for some of the Tannenbaum years, right? Some of y'all have the wrong perception. Oh, Greer's been here all this time. You know, a lot of decisions in the past were made by Tannenbaum. And ever since Greer took the reins, I mean, man, this man is he's on point if you ask me. At TD, that's what I mean. What does your gut tell you? The fact that they are so quiet. EM, your question, all it does is open up my imagination too far, bro. Like, and this is where people get mad at me, because the question you're asking, with us being so silent, what does that mean about X? If I'm to think about X, I'm sitting here like the Dolphins might be making strategic moves to go get assets for them and bring back players with those assets and potentially use those to go get, you know, I'm going to say Watson and different stuff like that, man. I don't know. Because let me say this. You brought in the linebacker, a true inside linebacker, a true run stopper. If you actually secure one of the top defensive ends and you share X's contract, we'll survive in that secondary enough, and our defense could probably actually improve and go draft one of the his replacement or stick Needham on the outside potentially. You'll survive in that secondary, but your front would be better. Different ways to look at it. Y'all need to stop with Xavier Howard trade talk. See, Daniel, you're the type of person we don't even hear from you if he get traded tonight. I go live and I be like, I told y'all it was possible. We don't even hear from you. So why we need to stop? But I will say this, man. I actually want to see X. I want to see Xavier. See, oh my gosh, it just keeps frustrating me, man, because if we had Watson, I want to see X in this defense. If we got Tua and we're going to continue to develop him and he might arrive in year 3, the best years of X have passed. And if he stays around because his value continues to decrease, your defense isn't going to be as good anymore. Corey Linsley is not an option. He's already signed with the Chargers. What is that in my head? Appreciate everybody who's subscribing to my all sports channel, TD Sports Talk. I see all the notifications keep coming through. I mean, you could trade anyone, anytime, LOL. I mean, that's true. Denver re-signed Shelby Harris. D4 redoes his deal with the 49ers, a restructure for 2 years, $24 million. TD, how do I donate in the near future? What's the process? My first time in live chat. Fins up. Where you type your comment, you'll see a $sign by there, and you can donate that way. But the best thing to do is actually go PayPal or Cash App, because they don't take half of your money. They actually send majority of it actually to TDPHINSTALK. All right. So outside of that, man, just hit the like button, and that's even greatly appreciated, bro. That would be greatly appreciated. Greer is that dude, no question. X might never have that kind of year again. He ain't never gonna have value this high again. Like I'm telling y'all now, ever since the day the season ended, the day he found out he got three first place votes for Defensive Player of the Year, the day he found that out, his value is dropping by the day. From this point on, for the rest of his career, his value will be dropping. He could give you 11 picks next year. The value's still dropping because he's a year older. This is the highest today his value will ever be. TD, you can say Watson all you want to. It's your show. Super Bowl bound in my TD voice. Let's go, baby. Super Bowl, baby. Watson leading the way. Nah, hey, man, either way, Watson lead the way, Tua lead the way, long as the way being led. Like, say that in TD voice. I don't care who leading the way, as long as the way being led. That's all I care about, man. Now we debate. We debate and we talk about how we get there, what's the best way to get there and stuff like that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Patriots Super Bowl incoming. Get out of here, man. I go crazy, man. Look at your likes to viewers. What did he say? Look at your likes to viewers ratio at TD. What am I supposed to look at? 600 viewers, 558 likes. It's about a 90% ratio, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 6, about a 92 to 93% ratio. So, if I'm looking at it correctly, 94 actually. I'm doing mental math here. 94 coming up on 95% ratio. So something must be done right. Mike and Pitts bet tight end duo in the league, TD. We'll see. Patriots building with proven players. Dolphins building with developing guys, and depending on rookies again, TD, it's scary. Well, I mean, we got to give a little bit of faith in our coaching staff that they can do it. The problem is, you can't do it with everyone. We got to be honest and say we can't do it with everyone. You can't do it with everyone. Somebody said 91.667%. They must have did the math, but I was actually doing live count as I was doing it because the likes went up to 580. So that's why I was going up to about 94% now. And it's 600 people watching. So I was actually doing live. That's why I kept changing it, because the likes kept going up. Even right now, it's over 580 now. Where do I find TD Sports Talk? You can go to this homepage. It's plastered right on the homepage. You can go subscribe to TD Sports Talk right now, because later in the evening, that's all I'm going to be pretty much doing. I'm going to be on TD Sports Talk and talking about what everybody else did today, because we ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing nothing. Maybe when I'm on my way to the airport to pick the rest of my family up, then they'll do something. That's when they probably want to try to. We'll see. Time will tell, man. But I've been rambling long enough, man. I'm going to get back to y'all once we hear something, maybe even in the car, or I'm going to try my best to do a good show later tonight. So if you want to come through, hang out, or I might be on All Sports Channel. If we didn't do anything today, more than likely I'll be on TD Sports Talk tonight talking about what everybody else did. So I'll see y'all soon. Love y'all. This TD FINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Catch y'all soon. Peace. I'm out, y'all. Come on, Dolphins. Get something done.